I'm not huge into mean humor. Just not totally my style, but there's plenty of other stuff in there, so there's a lot to enjoy.
I fucking love mean humor. It cracked me up so much.
No, it's fair. Like, you know,
apparently the audience loves mean humor too.
No, audiences do. It's not typically my thing. So that's.
Oh, I get you.
I didn't feel it was fair to put it on the list. But like, if there's anything that if you're not into mean humor, you know, you might not laugh as much as everybody else. But there's still a lot to laugh at. You know. So
definitely,
it's a good time.
Jews.
Are there any Jews in this?
No, we needed some.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm Ryan Wright, and this is my buddy.
Jerry!
Welcome to Reasons to See,
where we give you reasons to see
and not to see
the heat.
So turn in your badge and your weapon, buddy. Reason to See number 1, Melissa McCarthy. This is my favorite role of hers I've ever seen, actually. You know, I like her more in this than Bridesmaids. She's the real star of this movie. You know, Sandra Bullock, yes, top billing, more famous, the lead, but Melissa McCarthy, she really steals the show in this movie. Great fucking job. She's good at playing fat people who are very obnoxious and mean-spirited, but have a heart on the inside. Your take.
You just said she's good at playing fat people.
Yeah, she's good at playing. She's good at playing fat people.
Horrible.
You know, there's always a little bit of insecurity.
I think it's incidental. Like,
you know, the overweight always adds to the character. I'm not judging her for being overweight. I'm just saying it adds to the character.
No, it's just
her unhealthiness is adding to the character.
Yeah, no, I really enjoyed her. I don't know if I quite enjoyed her more than Bridesmaids, but you know, it's not about comparing the two. I think she does a really good job here. I'm always afraid about Melissa McCarthy because I like her, and I'm afraid that Hollywood's gonna
typecast her.
No, not even. I'm afraid Hollywood's gonna put her on the I'm afraid it's gonna be Zach Galifianakis syndrome, where you see them in this big ensemble piece, and they're the kind of weird, funny one, and then they just kind of put them into all these roles where the whole point is to be an asshole who says obnoxious things.
Yeah, that's their type. That's typecast.
Yeah, typecast, but it's like the exact parallel to Zach Galifianakis, and I am happy that I still enjoy watching her because I've gotten kind of sick of Zach Galifianakis.
Yeah. It is a concern of mine that I'm afraid I'm going to get sick of Melissa McCarthy one day. Like when I saw Identity Thief, I was like, am I already sick of this woman?
That was exactly Zach Galifianakis syndrome to the max in that movie. It's annoying, and in this movie, you know, there are some dimensions, you know.
It's a hard role not to make annoying, because this person's just foul-mouthed, just really mean-spirited. She's just a blabbermouth, you know. Everyone in the movie's annoyed by her, so it's hard to make a character. It's interesting to make a character very likable, where in the realm of the movie, no one likes that person, you know. She
does a good job making you like her ultimately, and sort of bringing you into what's really going on beyond that tough exterior. So I think she does a good job.
And what's really great is she's hilarious in it. She's really, really funny. Some of my most crack out loud moments came from her.
Reason to See number 2, Sandra Bullock.
I was really impressed with what she did in this movie, because there's always in these buddy cop types of movies, there's the straight character, and then there's the wild, obnoxious, loudmouth kind, you know.
Yeah, like The Blind Side.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Like, you know, you got Sandra Bullock being all loud and crazy, and then you got, you know.
You get a quiet black guy. Quiet, tall black dude.
This joke got weird. But yeah, no, I think she does a really good job in this movie too, and it's nice to see her back, you know, doing some comedy.
Yeah, she's always had comedic chops.
Yeah.
Like she always has, and she really proves it here again, that she still has it. And plus, like, I think she's like 49 or something. Holy cow!
Really, yeah.
She is beautiful. Looks like she's 32 or something.
She looks good.
She is hot.
She looks good, and she and Melissa McCarthy play off each other really well, and she's really good at playing that more sort of straight tightwad character.
Yeah. And what's cool is a lot of times that straight type character is usually not as interesting or is not funny, but no, she's funny in the movie. There's some really laugh out loud moments that she gives you. The times when the screen really does shine is not their individual scenes, but when Melissa McCarthy and Sandra Bullock are having that excellent back and forth that makes me go, I'd gladly watch a sequel just because of these two in it. And I like the character growth for Sandra Bullock. Predictable, sure, but still fun to watch. Reason to See number 3, the directing and editing.
Paul Feig!
Paul Feig, you know.
Is that how you say it?
I think Feig, Feig, something like that. He's the director of Bridesmaids. He's directed like a shitload of episodes of Arrested Development. That's how I like, you know, so he's a great director, I think. He has this incredible ability to tell these comedies, but at the same time have that level of heart, have the drama be just impactful enough, but not to the point where it takes away any comedic elements, you know what I mean? And he managed to direct a movie that had such a fresh feel to a familiar formula. It's very obvious that he let his actors do a lot of improv. And that's why I said we have to commend the editing, because that's hard when you got like hours of improv to look at, and then you got to go, oh, it would be funny if we chopped it up like this.
Yeah.
You know, so really, really good job on just getting your actors to work really well together. Great tone throughout.
With the editing, I will say this. There were certain times where I thought that, you know, like, there were some jokes that would play out and I'd be like, okay, this joke is getting kind of long. But by the end of it, I was like, oh, but I get why you kept this in there, because it is funny by the end.
And you know what's cool? It's like this is a movie that it's a buddy cop movie, but women will love this movie too. I mean,
you know, it's like women will love it. Dudes will love it. Everyone will love it. Like it's not, you know, it's not only pitched at one, you know, set of people. I think anybody who's into comedy will dig it.
And it's not bombarded with like, I mean, there's some like violent, mean humor, but it's not bombarded with like cheap sex jokes throughout too, which I really appreciated. I mean, in this day and age with comedies, like fuck, like everything is about like fucking and penis and.
Yeah, I mean, it's all character jokes. Like all the jokes come from the characters.
Exactly. And
you know?
That's impressive to me.
It's not exactly like a Will Ferrell movie, but is that kind of humor where it's like you have these ridiculous characters who you know, say outlandish things.
They kind of got that Apatow banter going on.
Yeah.
You know?
But if you're into that kind of stuff, I think anyone who goes in is going to have a good time. You know.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Split decisions. Not much action. Yeah, I gotta debate with you on this a little bit, because I hear buddy cop movie and the way they advertised it, and I want action when I hear it. And to me, there's not much action in it, and when there is action, it's not. I'm not looking for something like impressive, but at least something a little bit more fun and entertaining to watch.
I think they had enough action.
Yeah, I didn't think so. I really thought they could have used a little bit more or expanded more on the few action scenes that they did have.
I guess. I mean, I was always caught up in the thrill of, like, you know, because it's detective work and they're trying to figure out who's behind this, who are the drug lords and stuff like that. And, you know, they have that sort of 70s cop tone. So I thought the amount of action was appropriate, you know?
I mean, there's action in a sense with, like, the idea of the detective work and everything. But, you know, I wanted to see, like, some violent gunplay and shit like that and fistfights go down and everything. But no, I mean, it's if you're going mainly for the comedy, you're going to get a kick out of it. Ryan's consensus. Real laugh out loud moments is the reason to see The Heat. Real laugh out loud moments is the reason to see The Heat. Yeah, I saw the trailer, I was like, this looks okay. Watched the movie, I was like, this is great. Fucking love it.
Jerry's consensus. Funny ladies kicking ass is the reason to see The Heat. Funny ladies kicking ass is the reason to see The Heat. I think this movie's a good time. A lot of people are gonna enjoy it. It's got that edge, you know, for an R-rated, you know, summer comedy. It's a good time.
Alright guys, thanks for checking out our review for The Heat. Why don't you go ahead, go to that comment box below and tell us, what is your favorite buddy cop movie?
What's yours?
Lethal Weapon 2. And Rush Hour.
Ah, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. And if you want to check out more episodes of Reasons to See, why don't you check out this link right here and click on it.
And if you want to go ahead and follow us on Facebook, click the link right here. If you want to follow us on Twitter, and yes, we will follow you back, click the link right here.
And last but not least, if you want to get updated every time a new review or a video is out,
subscribe! Subscribe! It's a hot button. It's a hot day.
It is a hot day. We are sweaty if you could not tell.
I know it's in black and white right now, but he is just, this right side of his head is sweat.
The whole front of your face is shiny.
Is it?
Yeah, and your glasses
My glasses are fogging up too, aren't they?
Yeah.
I'm noticing that happening while I'm talking to you.
It's hot in the RTS, dude. You know what you should do? Is you shouldn't put this in black and white. You should tint it that sort of weird copper blue tone that they do in desert scenes, so it just looks like super hot.
Okay, maybe look. How's that look now?
Some crazy color correction.
Yeah, looks good, right?
Yeah. Whoa.
Oh, right. Yeah, there we go.
Ryan Wright.
Yeah, Ryan Wright made the editing better. Oh, back to black and white.
Yeah, I like black and white.
Jews. Shooting a Jew?
No!
I'm not
No!
Don't worry, I'm not gonna put that in there.